Good morning, dear students. First, let's do Brahmanath for concentration. Sabdhan Siddha. Om. Om. Santi, Santi, Santi. Swastha. Good morning to all of you. Heartily welcomes to you in your BSM class. So dear students, as you all know, we are continuing our second chapter of BSM, that is your sole tradership. So in previous class, we had discussed about the various merits or advantages of sole tradership. Okay, so sole tradership business means what? Sole tradership business refers to a business where there is how many owners are there? Only one owner is there in case of sole tradership, and he contributed all the capitals of the business and also bears all the risk of the business. बिजनेस में अगर कुछ रिस्क होता है, कुछ लॉस होता है, वो लॉस को भी वही बेयर करता है, और अगर कुछ प्रॉफिट होता है, then that profit is also taken by the sole trader. So sole trader is the sole authority of the business. He is the only one and only authority of the business. Okay. So the various merits are also discussed in our previous class. Merits like, in case of sole tradership, is there any rule? Is there any particular act is there in case of sole tradership? The answer is no. There is no specific act in case of sole tradership. जैसे कि पार्टनरशिप में पार्टनरशिप का एक पर्टिकुलर एक्ट होता है, कंपनी में कंपनी का उसका एक एक्ट होगा, बट इन केस ऑफ सोल ट्रेडरशिप देयर इज नो स्पेसिफिक एक्ट which form the sole tradership business. So the sole tradership business can be easily started and it can be easily dissolved also. बंद भी किया जा सकता है easily. Then flexibility in operation. If we want to change the business, then we can easily change the business from one form to another form, one business to another business. Okay. Then retention of business secrets. In case of sole tradership, we can keep the secrets of the business because there is only one owner and the owner not expressing the secrets of the business to the outsiders. और क्या था? What are the other merits of sole tradership? The merits like promptness in decision making. Quick decisions can be taken in case of sole tradership because there is only one owner is there and there is no outside interference in case of sole tradership. So the decisions can be taken up quickly. Then the direct incentive. Direct incentive means as there is only one owner is there, so he has to take all the profit of the business. If there is profit in the business, then the whole profit taken by the owner. If there is loss, then that loss is also bear by the owner. So that's why he put his heart and soul in the business to make more and more profit in the business. वो अपना जी जान लगा के काम करेगा, क्यों? In order to earn more profit. Okay. So dear students, these are all about your various importances of sole tradership. Let us discuss the various demerits. Demerits of sole proprietorship business, or we can say the disadvantages of sole tradership or the limitations of sole tradership business. Okay, so the first point is limited capacity. So here the point says that in case of sole tradership, there is a limited capacity of the owner. Why this point says that there is a limited capacity? Limited capacity of the owner or capacity of the sole trader is limited. Why? Because देखो एक businessman has to perform many activities in his day-to-day life. What are the various activities? Like he has to involve in the production work. He has to involve with the sales work. He also has to involve with the marketing work. He also has to involve with the finance work, accounts work. So, in various activities, so the sole trader have to perform many activities or many work in his day-to-day life, or in order to make success the whole business, the entrepreneur has to carry out all these activities. Activities like planning, production, marketing, selling, finance, accounts, all these have to be maintained by the only one person. So what do you think? The sole trader is a person who able to perform all these activities? No, because a person cannot be expert in all the fields. He may be expert in the production, but he may not be expert, have any idea about the sales. He may be expert in sell, but he may not have any idea about the finance. Okay, so that's why a person cannot be expert in all the related fields. So that's why the sole trader have the limited capacity, limited managerial ability, because there is only one owner. That's why this is the limitations of sole tradership. Then the second point is limited resources. The second demerit of sole tradership is limited resources. So what does it mean, limited resources? Resources means what? Resources means funds. So here the word resources indicates the fund of the business, the finance of the business. So here the point says that the sole trader have a limited fund, limited resources. Why? Because as we all know, in case of sole tradership, how many owners are there? Only one owner is there, and the investment in the sole tradership business is also limited to the amount invested by the sole trader. Okay, so that's why as there is only one person, so the capital investment or the finance investment in case of sole tradership is very limited, because a person cannot be contributed the whole amount which is required to grow the business. Okay, so सपोज मान लो एक सोल ट्रेडर है, उसको पैसे चाहिए अभी, तो वो किसके पास जाएगा, कहाँ से पैसे लाएगा? एक सोल ट्रेडर बिजनेसमैन, वो मे भी अपना जितना इन्वेस्टमेंट है वो सारे इन्वेस्टमेंट करेगा, फिर वो क्या करेगा उसके बाद वो अपना जो फ्रेंड्स है या फिर जो रिलेटिव्स है उनसे कुछ पैसे लोन की तरह लाएगा और उसको भी बिजनेस में इन्वेस्ट करेगा। ये एक ऑप्शन हो सकता है, या फिर और क्या ऑप्शन हो सकता है, ही कैन मेक अरेंजमेंट ऑफ द लोन्स फ्रॉम द फाइनेंशियल इंस्टीट्यूशंस। फाइनेंशियल इंस्टीट्यूशंस लाइक बैंक, अगर वो बैंक से भी लोन ला सकता है, बट देयर इज ऑल्सो अनदर प्रॉब्लम कि बैंक तो मतलब उसके उसको देख के तो लोन नहीं देगा। बैंक जो होता है, बैंक मैं जाके बैंक में मांग लूंगा मुझे 10 लाख रुपए का लोन दे दो, बैंक मुझे देख के लोन दे देगा क्या? नहीं, आप तो ठीक ठाक दिख रहे हो, लंबे चौड़े हो, अच्छे दिख रहे हो, तो आप 10 लाख का लोन ले जाओ, इसे तो नहीं देगा। तो बैंक किस तरह से लोन देगा? हमको बैंक को अपना अकाउंट शो करना पड़ेगा, बिजनेस का स्टेटमेंट शो करना पड़ेगा, और उसके पास कुछ सिक्योरिटी रखना पड़ेगा, जैसे कि कुछ तरह के मोर्गेजेस, कुछ मोर्गेजेस रखेंगे तभी बैंक हमको लोन देगा। ठीक है, so this is also very limited in case of sole tradership, because the sole trader does not have enough amount of securities to give the bank. Okay, so that's why there is a limited resources of the sole trader. The fund of the sole trader is very limited. Up to a certain amount he can invest the money in his business. Then the third point, दो लिमिटेड के बाद एक आ गया आपका अनलिमिटेड। क्या है अनलिमिटेड में? अनलिमिटेड लायबिलिटी। सो हियर द वर्ड लायबिलिटी, ये तो आप लोगों ने बहुत ही अच्छे से पढ़ा होगा अकाउंटिंग में, व्हाट इज लायबिलिटी, व्हाट आर द वेरियस टाइप्स ऑफ लायबिलिटी, सारी चीजें पढ़ा होगा। सो व्हाट इज लायबिलिटी? द लायबिलिटी मींस जो बिजनेस देने वाला है या बिजनेस को जो मिलने वाला है, क्या होगा? लायबिलिटी मींस अमाउंट ओड बाय द बिजनेस। ओके, अमाउंट जो बिजनेसमैन पे करने वाला है, अमाउंट जो बिजनेस आउटसाइडर को देने वाला है, वो होगा बिजनेस का लायबिलिटी। सो हियर इन केस ऑफ सोल ट्रेडरशिप द लायबिलिटी ऑफ द सोल ट्रेडर इज अनलिमिटेड। ये पॉइंट तो ऑलरेडी हम लोगों ने डिस्कस किया था फीचर्स में, वही सेम पॉइंट है यहाँ पे भी। द लायबिलिटी ऑफ द सोल ट्रेडर इज अनलिमिटेड। दैट मीन्स in case of if the assets of the business are not sufficient to meet the liabilities, then in that case his personal property also used in the business to pay the debts. Okay, So the unlimited liability, what does this point suggest? That means the liability of the sole trader is unlimited. His personal property also used in the business to pay the debt of the business. अगर business का liability ज़्यादा हो रहा है और उसका जो asset से कम हो रहा है, then in that case सोल ट्रेडर अपने घर से भी पैसे लाके पे करेगा किसको, उसको जो उसके जो लाइबिलिटीज है उसको पे करना पड़ेगा. सो दैट्स व्हाई द लाइबिलिटी इज अनलिमिटेड इन केस ऑफ सोल ट्रेडरशिप. देन द फोर्थ पॉइंट इज लिमिटेड लाइफ ऑफ बिजनेस. So here the point says that the life of the sole tradership business is very limited. Why this is very limited? Because as there is how many owners are there? In case of sole tradership, only one owner is there. So that's why in case of जो मतलब ओनर होना है बिजनेस का, वो एक ही ओनर होना है. अगर वही ओनर का डेथ हो गया, अगर वो मर गया या फिर डिसेबल हो गया, डिसेबल डिसेबल मतलब कुछ काम नहीं कर सकता या फिर इंसॉल्वेंट हो गया, then in that case the sole tradership business will not run for a long period of time. So here the point says that the life of the sole tradership business is very limited. Limited means as there is only one owner, so in case of death, in case of insolvency, in case of disability of the owner, the business may face disclosure. Okay. सो जैसे कि एक ही ओनर है, अगर उसका डेथ होता है या फिर वो ओनर मर जाता है या फिर वो डिजेबल हो जाता है, जैसे कि एक्सीडेंट होता है और वो कोमा में चला जाता है तो डिजेबल हो गया, वो काम नहीं कर सकता है, या फिर वो इंसॉल्वेंट हो गया. इंसॉल्वेंट मतलब इफ हिज एसेट्स आर लेस एंड द लायबिलिटीज आर मोर, देन इन दैट केस द कोर्ट विल डिक्लेयर दैट पर्सन और दैट बिजनेस एज इंसॉल्वेंट. ओके. सो हियर दिस इज द लिमिटेड लाइफ ऑफ द बिजनेस. Then the next point is last point, unsuitable for small business. So the point says that the sole tradership business is not suitable. Sorry, is unsuitable for large businesses. So the sole tradership, another demerit is the sole tradership business is not suitable in case of large scale businesses. Large scale businesses means if we are investing more capital, if we require more machines, we require more finance, we require more employees, then that business becomes a large scale business. So, if we want more finance, do you think that the business can be run in case of sole tradership? We want more finance, we require more finance. Then one person is not able to invest all the money. That's why we require the sole tradership business may not be suitable. Then the second point, if there is a requirement of more machines, more resources, more employees, then in that case also sole tradership business is not suitable. Okay. That means sole tradership businesses is suitable in case of which business? Small business or large business? The answer is in case of small businesses, the sole tradership business is more suitable. लार्ज बिजनेस बड़े कंपनी में सोल ट्रेडरशिप हम लोग नहीं कर सकते हैं. ठीक है. So this is about your all the demerits of sole tradership. The various demerit like limited capacity, as there is only one person is there, he may not be able to export in all the activities. So that's why there is a limited capacity. Limited resources. Resources means fund. So the fund or amount invested in case of sole tradership is depends upon only one person. So that's why there is a limited fund. Unlimited liability. Liability of the sole trader is unlimited. That means his personal property also used in the business to pay the business debts. Limited life of the business. The life is very limited of sole tradership business because due to the death, insolvency or disability of the sole trader, the business may face disclosure. Unsuitable for large scale business because it requires more money, more finance, more employees. So that's why sole tradership business is not suitable in case of large scale businesses. So dear students, this is all about your the various demerits, and if you are still having any doubt, you can feel free to call me and to clear all your doubts. Thank you and have a nice day.